Trump campaign jumped all over this garbage thing, and I don't blame them. It's not a smart thing to say. Joe Biden should drop out of this race immediately.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
He's driving a garbage truck. He went out and rented a garbage truck and put his name on the side. Even wore a sanitation worker safety vest. This is not a picture we created. This is an actual photograph of Donald Trump.
Trump just called America a garbage can multiple times in one night. Yes, you heard that right. The former president of the United States trash-talked his own country because some comedians made fun of him. But wait, it gets even crazier. Trump's reaction to these jokes sparked a celebrity roast fest that's hotter than a midsummer barbecue.
Fiberace was in Allentown last night where he treated his admirers to the old my crowd big, her crowd small routine. Well, Kamala must have hired a lot of buses because there were 75,000 of nobody at a rally last night.
Today they're busing people. You know, they're in a place in Washington, and they got buses all up. They're busing people because they couldn't get anybody to show up for her tonight. I didn't bus anybody. You're all here. This place is packed.
From late night hosts to Latino superstars, everyone's joining in on the Trump teasing party. Jimmy Kimmel and Bill Maher have been poking fun at Trump again, but this time they really struck a nerve. Kimmel went all out, calling Trump a bad boy and joking about rumors that the former president was passing gas. He even suggested Trump should eat more veggies, you know, because he's a dishonest criminal and all that. Meanwhile, Maher took aim at Trump's relationship with Melania, quipping that she's probably counting down the days until she can escape.
Cavemen like Trump and Murdoch can't handle one thing, an ego lashing. Rupert has been married 4 times, Trump 3. Some guys just can't be alone. When you're Donald Trump, wives don't leave you, you leave them. He would fall apart if she ever said, Donald, there's nothing keeping me here. I can't love what you have become, and I found where you hid my passport.
These jokes hit Trump right where it hurts, his ego and his family life. And boy, did he react. Trump took to social media faster than you can say kafif, unleashing a barrage of angry tweets. He called Kimmel no talent and a lowlife, and accused Maher of being unwatchable. But the best part, Trump's tweets were full of typos in all caps, making him sound like your angry grandpa who just discovered the internet.
Toss his boxy clown suits on the front lawn. Just tell him I'm leaving you and I'm taking our child. He would be stunned. We have a child? Now, I know I'm probably dreaming and Melania isn't going to do any of this, but what if she had someone to do it with? Divorce is always easier in pairs. What if you had a buddy, Melania? Mrs. Rupert Murdoch, Jerry Hall. And you two have a lot in common. Your husbands are ruining the world.
Trump's meltdown only added fuel to the comedy fire. Comedians across the country were rubbing their hands with glee, thinking, thanks for the free material, Donnie. They started incorporating Trump's angry tweets into their routines, doing dramatic readings of his posts, and even creating drinking games based on his typos. As the jokes kept piling up, everyone was wondering what Trump would do next. Would he challenge Kimmel to a boxing match? Would he try to buy ABC and cancel Kimmel's show? The anticipation was killing us. But Trump, being Trump, decided to go big. And by big, we mean renting a garbage truck. Yes, you read that right. The former leader of the free world rented a garbage truck and parked it outside ABC Studios with a sign that said Jimmy Kimmel is trash TV.
He gave Kamala's speech 2 mini thumbs down at 2:37 a.m. In the middle of the night last night, he posted, Kamala's speech was terrible, full of lies and nothing new. Where are the jobs? There are none. 75,000 is 22,000 more than showed up for Trump's rally in that same spot on January 6th. And the craziest part is, when she was done speaking, they all just went home. Arnold Schwarzenegger said even the Terminator says he's not going back to Donald Trump. But she also got a bit of a hiccup from Joe Biden.
It was like watching a real-life cartoon unfold. Little did Trump know, this stunt was about to backfire in the most spectacular way. Turns out, when you're trying to prove you're not a joke, renting a garbage truck might not be the best strategy. But hey, who are we to judge? Let's see how this dumpster fire of a situation plays out. Trump's garbage truck stunt was like tossing a juicy steak to a pack of hungry dogs. And boy, did the comedians feast. You'd think Trump would know better by now, but nope. He just handed late night TV enough material to last until the next election. But here's the kicker. This time, the jokes weren't just coming from the usual suspects. As news of Trump's trashy tantrum spread, every late night host worth their salt jumped on the bandwagon. Seth Meyers couldn't resist taking a swipe, quipping, "I guess when your presidency is garbage, you might as well embrace it." Ouch, that's gotta hurt more than a badly fitted toupee. But the fun didn't stop there. It was like watching a comedy snowball rolling down a hill of Trump's ego. The jokes got bigger, bolder, and boy, did they stink in a good way. Trump's frustration grew with every punchline. You could almost hear his teeth grinding from Mar-a-Lago. Then something magical happened. The comedians started teaming up like some sort of laugh-powered Avengers. They were sharing notes, coordinating punchlines, and turning Trump roasting into an art form. It was like watching a beautiful snarky symphony. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, celebrities from all corners jumped into the fray. Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican superstar, rallied his fans against Trump's nonsense.
It's a serious problem for him. He's facing a firestorm of anger from the Latino population. Bad Bunny, J-Lo, Ricky Martin have all come out in support of Kamala Harris this week.
Every time I go outside, I see somebody from Puerto Rico. They give me a hug and a kiss.
Yes, that definitely happens every time he goes outside.
I've done more for Puerto Rico than any president I think that's ever been president. Puerto Ricans love me because I was the president that stood up for them more than any president.
Even J-Lo got in on the action, proving that when it comes to Trump jokes, everybody wants to dance. As the united front of comedians and celebs grew stronger, people started wondering, could all this laughter actually make a difference? Well, hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because it turns out jokes pack quite a punch. Trump's poll numbers started to take a hit. Turns out, when you're the butt of everyone's jokes, people start thinking twice about putting you back in the White House. But here's where things get really interesting. This comedy barrage wasn't just about getting laughs anymore. It was turning into something bigger, something unexpected. As Jimmy Kimmel put it, Trump made such a mess with Puerto Ricans. They're now throwing paper towels at him. Ouch! That reference to Trump's disastrous hurricane relief effort hit harder than a roll of Bounty. So what happens when the entire comedy world unites against you? Stick around to find out how this trash talking turned into a political dumpster fire that even Trump couldn't tweet his way out of. Well, folks, who knew a few jokes could cause such a ruckus? What started as some playful jabs from Kimmel and Maher turned into a full-blown comedy crusade against Trump. Our former president's meltdown over some late-night laughs sparked a chain reaction that even he couldn't have predicted. From garbage trucks to Twitter tirades, Trump's attempts to fight back only gave comedians more ammo. It's like he was handing out joke writing material faster than he could say fake news. And boy, did the comedy world run with it. But here's the kicker. All this laughter actually made a dent in Trump's political armor. Turns out, when you're the punchline of every joke in town, people start to think twice about putting you back in the Oval Office. So what's next for our comedian-in-chief? My bet, he'll probably try to ban laughter. Good luck with that, Donnie.